This issue is the second part of the Introduction to Tsunade. In the last, it was mentioned that under the influence of Naruto, Tsunade finally got out of the shadow of the death of her brother and lover and returned to the village of Konoha to become the 5th generation Hokage. At the time, Konoha was in the most dangerous way. Soon as 3 generations of Hokage died, the village was unstable. Outside the village, Orochimaru and Akatsuki, as a princess of the Senju family and a disciple of the 3 generations of Hokage. Tsunade is also a Konoha forbearer who has both fame and strength, and it only needs the ascended couple Jiraiya, who is courting it. The 2 shinobi returned to Konoha and the Danzo were about to ride through in time. The internal problem resolved, and the internal problem remained that Orochimaru focused on Sasuke and Akatsuki focused on Naruto. Neither Tsunade nor Jiraiya is a conservative. Tsunade as Hokage will sit in the village and Jiraiya will take the initiative to leave and investigate the enemy's intelligence. But it was not expected that Orochimaru had July in front of the 2 of them shot Konoha again, and not by force, but an subordinate infiltrated Sasuke lightly. Sasuke, who was full of revenge, actively followed them. This incident was indeed a defeat after Tsunade became Hokage, but her response was actually very good. At that time, Jiraiya left the village and Jake, Kakashi, and Guy went out to perform the task. The message received by Tsunade was only Sasuke left the village. Keenly immediately realized that it was Orochimaru's operation and assigned the calm and resourceful Shikamaru to gather the best in it too, and at the same time issued a request for help to the neighboring hidden village of An. When Kakashi returned to the village, he immediately organized medical support. Tsunade's arrangements have been sufficient to cope with crisis. The 5 people who committed the crime were also completely destroyed, but it was not expected that Sasuke gained power, almost sharing in first mark one after another. And Naruto did his job. Unfortunately, Jiraiya brought back information Orochimaru's rebirth would not be available to Sasuke until at least 3 years later. In order for Naruto to have the power to bring back Sasuke during this time, Jiraiya officially accepted Naruto as an apprentice and took him away from the village to begin hard work. At the time, another member of the 7 Sakura found Tsunade. When Sasuke left the village, Sakura was the last person to leave, but she was unable to stop Sasuke. She could only watch beloved leave, not even enough to participate in the pursuit. In this way, the former Konoha-san accepted his apprentice at the time, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, and they were informed for years. Sakura's progress is particularly great, even surpassing Azune, who had followed Tsunade for many years, mastered the top medical jutsu and trained power similar to Tsunade. With the help of Tsunade and his own effort, he was finally able to fight alongside Naruto. 3 years later, when Jiraiya brought Naruto back to the village, Konoha was back in relationship with the hidden village and reached a point where it was like at the time, hidden village and sudden sent for help, and their Kadara was actually taken away from the village by Akatsuki. After receiving the news, Tsunade sent Kashi ran to help hidden village and, in fact, sending Naruto is very rich. Jiraiya also reminded her that Naruto is also the goal of Akatsuki, but Tsunade. Naruto inherited the dream of his brother and lover, and one that played against gamble should not be a weapon confined to Konoha, but a future Hokage be and grown. He won that I won't die or I become Hokage, and what I do is my forbearance. Tsunade played a bet on Naruto, believing power. In addition, Tsunade not brave. He also dispatched the reinforcements of the Guy class. It had just been a mission. 2 strong Konoha classes were to complete this operation. Support the hidden village and was a great bet. Not only rescued or killed 2 members of the Akatsuki organization, but also accidentally obtained intelligence from Orochimaru. However, Kakashi was too offensive and went to the hospital, and the political of the information was only saved. Tsunade sending other team perform the task. But Tsunade said that this mission must be the 7th. Naruto and Sakura are searching for the former companion. They want to bring Sasuke back more than anyone. The strong desire will lead the mission to set. But Tsunade's decision was blocked by 2 consultants who asked Tsunade, can you guarantee that Naruto will not be defeated by Akatsuki? Can you guarantee that Akatsuki will not bring disaster to the village after getting the 9 tails in Naruto? Tsunade firmly said, Naruto will not be defeated. I believe in Konoha. Facing right in the future, I will fight protect all of this as the 5th generation Hokage. Tsunade's determination by the 2 consultants, but it was arrogant. Perhaps because of the human force problem, they were divided. They invited Danzo and the foundation, which had been buried underground for years, was restored. Later, Akatsuki invaded the country of fire again. The temple of fire that has been passed down for thousands of years, destroyed by Hidan and Kusu. Tsunade, who has always liked to take the initiative, sent out 20 teams, and it should never let them escape the country of fire. Just command. But time, Tsunade is indeed aggressive. Although the 20 is large in scale, the large-scale hunting method has been fighting for it difficult for each other. Eventually, the Asuma team encountered the enemy, and they insisted for 30 minutes wait the near reinforcement. Asuma died in mid-battle after paying the bitter price. Tsunade no longer dared to take risks. When Kakashi led the young deer butterfly revenge, Tsunade sent Naruto, Sakura, Yamato, and Danzo and all members of the Akatsuki organization all. But so far, the battle of Akatsuki in the village of Konoha has been passive defense. The reason is that Konoha is in the bright and Akatsuki is in the dark. Later, situation finally grew. Jiraiya had been away from the village for a long time. Collect information brought back news. One was that Orochimaru died and killed by Sasuke. But Jiraiya leisurely better to have a drink and talk slowly. Tsunade madly said, idiot, I'm Hokage. How could it be possible to run and drink during the day? In an instant, Tsunade and Jiraiya appeared in the bar. Jiraiya told Tsunade that Akatsuki leader was in the neighboring country, hid her village of Rain, and he had to make an investigation in order to make a battle plan. Tsunade adamantly opposed, saying that it is too dangerous for him to go alone. But Jiraiya, our mission is set an example for future generations, for which I will gamble life with a smile. Tsunade drank a lot. She was drunk when she was not back. She didn't want to let Jiraiya take a risk, and she didn't want the wine to become absurd. At dusk, two people over a half-year-old were sitting on a bed, and Jiraiya took a deep breath. It's almost time to go. Tsunade solemnly said, to come back alive even you die. To reassure Tsunade, Jiraiya, oh, use your favorite bet. Bet I will die. You will not lose every gamble, but when I come back alive to win the gamble, you. Tsunade looked up, looking clearly at Jiraiya. Jiraiya smiled heartily, just kidding. Something like happiness couldn't be a man. Tsunade was lightly angry. What will fame? Jiraiya disappeared in the afterglow of the setting sun. But Tsunade left here. The departure with a few days later, Jiraiya had returned, yet looking at the rain outside the window. Tsunade murmured, when he can't let him continue to be corresponding to Jiraiya. Happiness could not be a man. Tsunade could have decided to give him a lifetime of happiness. However, he read the bad news brought by Master Yoda. Used to have a beloved younger brother and lover, companion and teacher, and now everyone is dead. There is nothing left. Tsunade leaned against a wall, sad and helpless, if returning to the shadow of terror. But she is now the generation Hokage, and she also wants to protect Konoha from letting Jiraiya die in vain. Tsunade not alone. She also has everyone in the village, and the boy Naruto, who inherited the will of his younger brother Dan and Jiraiya. However, the leader of the Akatsuki organization killed Jiraiya. Pain launched total attack on Konoha, and the target was exactly 9. Human Force Naruto. Pain strength strong, and the surprise attack that was launched suddenly destroyed the Konoha defense line. At the time, the village had very few ninja fight again, and Naruto was following the master that practiced Age mode. Tsunade watched fire and smoke in the village. Immediate order recalled Naruto. He knew very well how strong the enemy was able to defeat Jiraiya. Now it's time for the life and death of Konoha village. He must gather the strength of the village to fight against water. Tsunade channeled the Katsuyu and healed the entire village of Konoha by using the huge chakras that had been accumulated for decades. Keep the village fully occupied until Naruto and the other classes on duty return. But I did not expect the Danzo suddenly appeared just after Tsunade had left, and he Frog was about to contact Naruto. Danzo, the way 9-tailed wolf under the ground, the Konoha village, the ready-made root organization. Danzo, are we going to help? Danzo said, I'll hide in the ground and wait for the war to as long. The woman used the technique of Katsuyu. Konoha people will not all die. Some sacrifices necessary in order to make me a Hokage. Danzo, who did a lot of bad things with the name of Konoha at the time when the village alive or dead. He did not come out for a big aim on Tsunade's side. The Katsuyu technique saved the life. All Konoha ninjas were not dead. But when little Katsuyu found Kakashi was dead, Tsunade bitterly, venting her grief and breaking the wall in front of her. The war continued, and she didn't have time to be sad. At the time, Joji found Tsunade and reported the information of a heavenly way that Kakashi had changed for life. Tsunade immediately had the information to all combatants. But at this moment, Pain actually appeared in front of Tsunade. It's been a long time after Tsunade said, you are. Tsunade recalled that a little goat hid her village of Rain. Pain, you remember. Tell me where Naruto hid him. Tsunade chuckled. He made a mistake. Naruto, very wrong. Tsunade didn't want to hide Naruto originally, but somehow why Naruto didn't come back. At the Pain's human path of Naruto and from Zoom, Mount Mayoboku seemed to be relieved. Tsunade didn't stop. Now Konoha was in need of rest, but Pain over Konoha seemed to want to do something. Tsunade quietly unlocked Uinju in order Haruyu to protect everyone. He had a bad hunt. From now on, let the world feel the pain. The horrific repulsive force created out of air with Pain, the origin, drawing the entire Konoha, and in a blink of an eye, the huge village was razed to the ground. Fortunately, Tsunade only used Katsuyu to protect everyone, and he launched a regenerative treatment in advance. Although the village was destroyed, everyone was still alive. However, if you want to offset the full power of Pain's path and consume the life of the Super Hina Tensei, it is necessary to pay a great price. Tsunade accumulated Fuinju decade chakra was deleted instantly. He had no power to protect everyone to fight the enemy. Just then, Naruto finally returned to Konoha. Tsunade struggled in with Naruto, and she wanted to help him one last time. Pain rushed Tsunade with no air power, and Naruto smashed the enemy with glass. Naruto, you don't need Konoha's Hokage to deal with the guy. Mother-in-law, please step back and drink with peace of mind. The figure of the 4th-generation Jiraiya emerged from Naruto, stubborn teenager who bet on himself, had grown up and even surpassed predecessor. Tsunade handed Katsuyu to Naruto. The last thing to do with all the information about Pain apart. Namaki Tsunade off the battlefield. Tsunade couldn't keep aging with the last time he played against Orochimaru. Tsunade used creation and regeneration alone. The consumption brought back the next day. This time, to use it to the whole village. Creation and regeneration. I do not know how long it will take to recover. Later, Naruto defeated Pain, and all Konoha ninjas who died in the war were resurrected. Naruto became the hero who rescued Konoha, but among those who meet him, there was no mother-in-law. Tsunade fell into a deep coma and was unconscious. In the hectic war reconstruct, a hard voice appeared. Danzo. Tsunade doesn't know when to wake up. He must choose a new Hokage immediately. Danzo has always been in the position of he will not miss a chance. Tsunade, who high-level official, also led by Danzo. Although Konoha's military division wanted to recommend Kakashi Hokage, it was weak. For Danzo finally realized his ambition, became the agent in Hokage. But Danzo's first major task after he took off the fight directly met up. I wanted to use the Sharingan to completely control the election and become the commander of the Ninja Alliance. As a result, he was spotted on the block. Konoha to lose all his heat and couldn't raise head in front of other ninja village. After the talk, he was killed by Sasuke and Obito halfway. So Konoha had to choose a new Hokage and couldn't raise head in front of other ninja village. After the talk, he was killed by Sasuke and Obito halfway. So Konoha had to choose a new Hokage. The real leader of Akatsuki organization, Uchiha Madara, entangled with grandfather and declared declared war on the ninja world. To counter, the 5 powers are forming a ninja coalition. Tsunade immediately went to the Kingdom of Thunder and combat meeting between 5 agents. In this high-level diplomatic activities in the ninja world, Princess Tsunade showed everyone demeanor and Matmai Konoha right danza. Not to mention the Raikage and Kage who have received their kindness. Even Uchikage, who had been hostile to Konoha for many years, had given her faith at Momotori. The Princess Tsunade, who is not indifferent to the mouth, still alive. Finally, because the main battlefield is in the Kingdom of Thunder, therefore, Raikage was named the commander, while Tsunade served as the general staff and was the actual commander of the coalition. After the meeting, Tsunade asked Raikage alone, "I heard that your brother fully controls Yao, and I hope he can teach Naruto." Raikage agreed with her. The Ninja Alliance. After the start of the war, due to the enemy's unexpected pure world reincarnation and 100,000 white, the coalition was at a disadvantage. The dawn of victory did not emerge until Naruto grabbed power Nine-Tail under the guidance Killer Bee and joined the battle with a new sluggish Nine-Tail mode. But just another pure world reincarnation, Madara appeared, sweeping the battlefield with one's own strength, hauling meteorite, fabulous power, and almost throwing the main force of the coalition. The ninjas are in despair, but the huge gap cannot be filled by the number of people at all. All they can expect is their own key. After receiving the news, Tsunade at the headquarters told Raikage, "Time we got up." In order to rush to the battlefield, she requested the use of the die-sending technique. The only person who successfully used die-sending technique was Raikage. His body was comparable to the 3rd generation Raikage. Shikaku advised, "Your gambling is not good." Tsunade said that when you gamble money, it's another matter of life. Tsunade relied on the resilience creation to survive the tearing of teleport. Mizu Kage all arrived on the battlefield. Kage and Kage, which had been seriously injured by Madara for the first time in the history, they were together to fight the legendary Uchiha Madara. The battle by Kage and Madara can be said to be a turn-based battle. The wounded Uchikage and Raikage on first, then using the feat of Raikage and a body strengthened by Super Boulder to bring Madara Izano. But Madara had the same wood style forced emergence as the original Hokage, and Tsunade would often hold others to hold her breath. But when they spoke on the pollen, Madara appeared over the sky, shooting them down a tree and igniting the flower and tree world fire style. In the suffocating flames and pollen, all 5 Age fell, and in the first round, they almost died. Fortunately, people suddenly broke out, cut the flowery circles with particle style, and her Madara exploded. Tsunade only realized that Madara had a face with her grandpa printed on her chest. Madara looked at Tsunade and, "Are you the descendant of Senju Hashirama? Not would I. Metal juice, not as good as a finger of Hashirama. It is a weak one facing the look down from the same strong grandpa." Tsunade didn't flinch, stood at the top of the 5 Age and said humbly, "It is not only power that is down from the early generation, but also the will to fire. Will guide people forward." Tsunade once again unlocked Fuinju and entered Theta, creating regeneration. Tsunade read Madara and hit Izano with a punch. "Don't think I can only heal." The other 4 cages immediately launched a second round of offensive with Tsunade. Madara took a step back and launched Majestic Destroyer Flame. Tsunade Mizuka continuously applied water style and water style to destroy Raikage and Boulder. Uchikage intercepted Madara's retreat. Tsunade followed Izano completely. Madara was hit the first time, but Madara said differently. "Can you stand?" Tsunade stepped forward and penetrated Madara's body again. Gaara seized the opportunity, used the desert hideout to shield Madara of the pure world reincarnation. "Can you stand?" Tsunade stepped forward and penetrated Madara's body again. Gaara seized the opportunity, used the desert hideout to shield Madara of the pure world reincarnation. That is really realistic. Only mine can see through it. When Madara was considering to kill next, Tsunade suddenly flashed a light blade on his chest and split Madara. Madara was a bit dry and hit Tsunade with Yasaka Kama, but the smoke burned. Tsunade stood up again as if nothing had happened. Such a fatal injury in it for the other 4 K, and even Madara before his death would be completely dead. That's it. This is the same regenerative body as Hashirama. Madara became even more dry when he recalled his Hashimara committed suicide with a kunai. He moved himself to let go of his family's enemy. In the end, he found that his granddaughter did not die with Izano. Madara indignantly used multiple wood-style avatars, each of which turned on Izano and surrounded the fighting. Mizuka and Kage lost, followed by Raikage. Only Ukike, who is experienced in combat, and Tsunade, who is in an undead consort. Tsunade passed after the Uchikage. Kage launched a wide-range particle-style atomic mantle and the huge particle-style eventually wiped out all Izano. Red Madara's body. Madara had a pure world reincarnate body. This blow might really work. Madara finally took it seriously and made a complete Izano. A complete Izano threw a knife and flattened several people on the map. For Madara, this is a conventional combat power. It is a myth for fighting. They were about to go under Izano. Madara's body suddenly began to disintegrate. Itachi then defeated Buddha, the user of the pure world reincarnate. However, Madara did not disappear with it. It is impossible for pure world reincarnation to restrain him. He released control of the pure world reincarnate on his own. The fight, he had to continue fighting with Madara. They had to resist and just chakra to Tsunade to begin the data creating regeneration is also 40 lit. Although Dan of the pure world reincarnate later used Tsunade to make up the talk, he still did not change the end of the fight, defeat and the death of the entire staff. It was also thanks to Tsunade summoning Hatsuyu with his body broken in two to keep everyone alive. Mizuka and Kage lost, followed by Raikage. Only Ukike, who is experienced in combat, and Tsunade, who is in an undead consort. Tsunade passed after the Uchikage. Kage launched a wide-range particle-style atomic mantle and the huge particle-style eventually wiped out all Izano. Red Madara's body. Madara had a pure world reincarnate body. This blow might really work. Madara finally took it seriously and made a complete Izano. The complete Izano threw a knife and flattened several people on the map. For Madara, this is a conventional combat how it is a myth for fighting. They were about to go under Tsunade, or Madara's body suddenly began to disintegrate. Itachi then defeated Buddha, the user of the Pure World Reincarnation. However, Madara did not disappear with it is impossible for Pure World Reincarnation to restrain me. He released control of the Pure World Reincarnation on his own. To fight, he had to continue fighting with Madara. They had to resist and just chakra to Tsunade, and the state of creating regeneration was also 40 lit. Although Dan of the Pure World Reincarnating later used Tsunade to make up the he did not change the end of the fight, defeat and the death of the entire staff. It was also thanks to Tsunade summoning Katsuyu with his body broken in two to keep everyone alive. Fortunately, Orochimaru was resurrected and converted by Sasuke. Found them. When Tsunade woke up, he saw that the person who saved him was Orochimaru. It was incredible. Orochimaru just people can change. Tsunade lament, if you change earlier, baby Jiraiya will not die. After hearing the other foreshadow, Tsunade returned to the battle. He saw the grandfather, then who was resurrected by Orochimaru with Pure World Reincarnation. Tsunade realized he could no longer take part in the battle, so she and her apprentice Sakura teamed up to perform the summoning jutsu technique. Summoning jutsu released a tenth of the Katsuyu berry body and laid a healing blanket covering the entire battlefield. This is what you finally do as a medical ninja. The fourth ninja war ended with the victory of the ninja world. Konoha village played both the protagonist and the boss, became the undefeated ninja village, and the Tsunade reputation of the 5 generations of Hokage reached the. But after the war, instead of nodding in Hokage, passed into her excellent junior Kashiraya. Our mission is set an example for future generations. Tsunade smiled relieved at the dream inherited from her brother and Dan Humber, and now she is going to realize the dream she made with Jiraiya's meaning. I want to see every corner of the world, and when he knows all over the world, then I will protect all around the world.
If you liked, please subscribe to my channel and encourage me to continue.